What's up, guys? Abstract Tiger Productions here. I am Chris.
I am Drew.
And we are back with a brand spanking new episode of The Last of Us. Last time, episode 3, we had...
Nothing.
Well, we had strawberries, we had a piano that's worth nothing.
Yeah.
We actually kind of started off with Joel's interpretation of how everything started, essentially.
Yeah.
Don't eat the pancake mix. Don't eat biscuits. Don't eat any bread, or you're turned into a clicker. But that's kind of how they think. It's just because food goes worldwide, it just kind of spread
over the course of 2 days, essentially.
Yeah. 3 days almost.
Well, he said
by Monday. Started Thursday night, technically.
And then the biting started
and then
Friday.
It was biting, and then Monday morning everything was gone.
Yeah. The entire infrastructure.
And then a week later, the Army was going around collecting people from rural areas, taking them to QZs. However, if there was no room for you...
They made room.
They fertilized the ground.
That was a dark way to say that. Okay. I mean... They made room. I was going to try and keep it nice.
Mass graves.
Yeah, that's literally the first note I have is a mass grave.
Yeah. I also made a note that Ellie was in awe about air flight.
Yeah, which I rewatched it and I don't... And I
well, she's like, you got to go in the sky. And,
yeah.
And I was like,
where did he...
Jeez, that's dark.
Where did he say... or where did she say air flight? So I rewatched it.
That was just my description of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
I mean,
she was like, "You flew in those things?"
Yeah.
And that was as far as I got.
Yep.
But his comment,
his dark reaction, very grim reaction. It was like, so did they, referring to the crashed airplane that they were staring at, and like. Ugh.
Yeah, she said grim.
Yeah, very grim.
But stuffed in the middle.
Stuffed in the middle seat. Buy a sandwich for $12.
Yeah, $12 sandwich. Yeah, that right there, I was like, oh, you have that's just perfection right there.
Unless you're doing an overnight, international flight, then you have beef, chicken, or vegetables.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of beef. We have chicken and vegetables. Then I will take the chicken.
When I flew to Korea,
we don't have any chicken. Well, all we have is vegetables. I guess I'll have the vegetables.
We're out of vegetables. You can have peanuts.
Actually, I was somewhat quoting the Shang-Chi scene.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
It's like...
But when I flew to Korea, they gave me steak.
What class
it wasn't
were
cooked
you
to
in?
order. So when I flew down there, this was my first time flying international like that. And so I don't know what class they considered it. I was just military cargo, essentially.
Oh, so you were still stuck in coach.
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay.
Yeah, but it was like an 18-hour flight going to Korea.
Yeah.
But coming back, I actually got upgraded to first class.
Ooh.
Per a general.
Right.
Apparently, when I was in Korea, I did something nice enough that I showed up to turn in my ticket, and they said, "Can I see your ID?" And I showed them my ID, and they said, "You've been upgraded." I looked at my chaplain, because I was a chaplain assistant. I looked at my chaplain, and I was like, "I just got upgraded," and they gave me a note with it, and it says, "Thanks for everything you did, Specialist Russell," and then it said, "General," I'm not gonna say his name, Commander of the 8th Army in Korea, and I'm like,
General Jack O'Neill.
What? Yes. But I'm sitting here like, what? And my chaplain the whole time is like, this kid, I swear. So I got the little the foot slippers, I got the hand warmer, I got the towel, I got the special.
And you could recline without kicking or
I got
falling into
the
anybody's
reclining
lap.
seats. They have
Did you get the shroud? The shroud that comes over you?
Yeah, I had a shroud,
Oh,
and then I still have my Delta Airlines blanket.
Because they let you carry that off at that time.
Yes.
If you're in first class.
Yeah.
If you're in...
And it's like a nice fuzzy, too. Haven't flown Delta since because I haven't had a reason to. Most of the time when you fly domestic for the military, they put you on U.S. Airways, American. I think I've been on Southwest one time. But yeah, the one time I flew Delta, it was international, and that was a very interesting experience.
I think that's what I flew was Delta, going over to England twice, both times.
Show off.
No, we were stuck in coach, so it was, but we were on 747, so was it too bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the roughest part was the second trip in 2008. We were flying in from, I think we did a miniature layover in Atlanta. And then we were going to, no, I take that back. We went to, we had to fly in late because storms delayed our connecting flight. So they put us up in a hotel.
Nice.
So they had us on the first flight out. We flew out of Newark, and then we flew to Houston. Unfortunately, by that time, the storm had moved down into Houston, and that was not fun because I was in the back of the plane, and this was like one of the... this is going to be described. I don't know what kind of plane it is. I mean, it was a much smaller, domestic flight, but it was like a 3-seat and 2 with the center, the aisle going down the center of the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough going into Houston Airport. One of our guys. I don't think he'll ever watch this, but one of our guys, I remember he was kind of like saying, yeah, I have never ever thrown up a plane. It has been rough. I have been through rougher than this. I've never thrown up a plane. He threw up on the plane. He was so angry at himself. He's like, why? Why did I do this?
I too have never thrown up on a plane.
I haven't either, but that was more like an Indiana Jones roller coaster.
Yeah. But similar to what Joel was telling Ellie, I have been in a plane crash.
Oh, I have. Ooh, okay.
It was. I don't think I've told you this story.
No.
So, when Army days, when I was stationed in Florida, I'd already moved back to Arkansas. So I was having to fly back and forth for drill, right?
Oh, gee.
And it was Allegiant Airlines. Yeah. So
all right.
From Northwest Arkansas. And
better or worse than JetBlue?
I've never flown JetBlue, so I don't know.
Never mind.
But so from Northwest Arkansas to Sanford, Florida, and then I would have one of my Army buddies pick me up and he'd take me down to Orlando.
Oh, not that kind of Sanford?
No, Sanford, where Shaquille O'Neal lived.
You didn't get my reference, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Sanford
and Son? Yeah.
Okay. I was like, if I had to guess, that's what that was. Okay. But yeah, so it was called Orlando Sanford, but it was basically 5 minutes outside Daytona.
Yeah. Okay.
Blame the people who named the airports. So
because geography doesn't matter. Anyways.
Yeah. So I was flying in to Sanford, and it was a Thursday night because it was a 3-day drill. So I flew in Thursday night, so I'd be there for Friday morning. And we were flying in, and we caught some, I think they're called crosswinds or something like that.
Oh,
and so we had to do a circle around the airport to try and land again. And when we landed, the landing gear was down, and it did the bounce thing. But when it bounced, the landing gear snapped off.
Ooh,
and so we slid on the belly all the way down.
Ooh,
and I had to ride the fun little rubber slide out the side because there was nothing holding the plane up.
Of course. Well, the belly of the plane was technically holding the plane up.
Not where they could actually bring the stairs to us.
That's true, yes.
But yeah, that was probably the scariest flying moment I've ever had.
Mine was that. It wasn't really scary, it was just very rough. And of course, the people who were closer to the front of the plane, and those of the plane, were like, oh, it was fine. we're switching next time. And you know, I haven't been anywhere international since then. Not that I didn't want to. I would absolutely love to go back and visit Manchester. And there's other couple of places, but that's for a different video. All right. So basically, the whole thing was we actually got to see good people in the apocalypse. At least a couple of them.
Yeah. Well, he didn't start off good.
No,
He started off.
Bill was very. Well, he called himself a survivalist, but yeah, he doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
Though.
He said he was happy when everyone started dying.
Yes. Yes, he was. But then he got somebody that made him afraid for the first time. And apparently I wasn't the only reactor out there who thought ALS. There was a couple of others and some sort of neurodegenerative disease. A couple of people had suggested maybe cancer or something, but depending on the cancer, I don't know if it would affect his motor functions too much. Unless it was a brain tumor of some sort.
So when I was watching this with my wife and the kids,
well, granted, there was just the one zombie, two zombies.
Yeah, when I was watching this with my wife and the kids, because they're horror fanatics. There's nothing that these kids won't watch. If there's nudity, we have them look away or something like that. Yeah. But when it comes to the violence, the gore, all that kind of stuff, that was before my time, so they're all desensitized to that now. But so when I was watching this with my wife and the kids, I told them I thought it was one thing, you thought it was another, and my wife brought up a good point. She said if you notice the way he paints, it's like he has a right-left disconnect, because the right side of the painting was gorgeous, but it was the other side that looked like Picasso, and it was very abstract, because he couldn't keep his hands still. And so that very well could be the neurodegenerative, like you were talking about. Because that very last painting he was working on, it was a very beautiful rendition of Bill on the right, and then it completely fell apart on the left. Yeah. So she also thought maybe it might be like some form of like Alzheimer's or dementia.
I don't think it was that, like, because he didn't have very cognitive. Right. He didn't have that. Because a little bit peek behind the scenes, my grandfather on my dad's side, was around whenever he got a very aggressive form of dementia. Fortunately, it didn't drag out for about 6 months before he succumbed to it. So that was I'm very familiar with the ups and the downs of the personality and the losing of the personality. It didn't seem like Bill was losing personality. He just was losing motor functions.
And he was in constant pain.
Yes.
I wonder if anybody actually went through and... Sorry. I wonder if anyone actually went through and was, like, looking up what those medicines were.
I don't know.
Little orangey, the
little
big roundy.
Orangey, big roundy.
Yeah.
Little whitey.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's someone out there that probably finds that offensive.
Well,
but,
I mean...
colorblindness. You can't see the pills.
Only if they were blue or green. And red.
There's some people who are colorblind to orange.
Yeah, that's
true. Because it's a transitional shade.
Yeah.
Like my son has
the only way that would
blue-brown colorblindness, which is a very interesting thing. So if it's like a shade of tan, or like any kind of shade of blue, he sees that as green. It's very interesting. It does not come in handy while playing video games.
Just want to apologize right now if you hear stuff. It's raining outside, and I don't know if my uber cool mic is picking it up. But if it is, that's what it is. It's beginning to rain outside. Just rain. No, nothing else.
Zombies.
But
infected.
Now here's my thoughts moving forward.
Yeah.
We had an episode, like I said, that showed good people within the apocalypse.
Yes.
I have a feeling that this episode is going to give us the complete opposite of that. Okay, we showed you what good people in the apocalypse are, and now Raiders everywhere. We got a tiny little hint of them during the episode. Whenever they had the time jump to 2013, and they had that night scene.
Yeah.
And the fire and the gut shot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a feeling that's what this episode's going to have a lot of.
Yeah.
Here's the best of humanity in the apocalypse. Oh, here's the worst.
So you think that, and I've never seen Walking Dead, I just know who this one particular character is because everyone talks about him. So you think we're about to meet the Negan of the show kind of a thing?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that either. I know of the person that they're referring to.
Apparently he's like the ultimate, like, butthead of the
villain,
show.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, the ultimate villain would be the zombies.
Well,
but or walkers,
yeah,
I believe is what
kinda,
people
yeah, I guess you could
call them.
say that, but they're...
I don't do straight up zombie. The only reason why I'm interested in this because I watched the video game and because you told me you wanted to react to it. But
I don't given you several chances to get it
but
out.
I don't know if we hadn't been reacting to it, if I would have watched it on my own.
Okay.
I'm glad that we are, but I still haven't decided if this was like something that I would have just turned on my own.
Yeah.
I probably would have waited for a couple episodes to come out and just to find out how scary, quote unquote, it is. So far,
I would have
only
watched episode
2.
3 and like, oh, this isn't so bad, and then one whack and watched episode 2.
Episode 2, clickers. I'm out. I'm out.
All right.
That's a really good thing. That was the week I missed too, because I would have like probably dove under the table.
All right. I guess that's about it for the wrap up list. There's something else that you. I mean,
Ellie said the truck's like a spaceship.
Yes.
He said it's a piece of crap S10.
It is. I've already expressed my thoughts on that in the Vast video.
Yeah.
But and now Ellie's got a gun.
Yes. Ellie's got a gun.
Stole one. Stole Frank's, actually.
Well,
so.
Technically it's not stealing because
No,
everything in that house was left to Joel.
Yeah, that's true.
And she is in Joel's care.
To whoever. Probably Joel. Yeah.
I figured I fell under whoever.
Yes. All right. Shall we get started with this episode?
Yes.
All right. What are you doing?
Go ahead, punk.
Yeah, that's someone who has no real gun control or gun training at all.
You're an idiot.
Hey, it's Optimus Prime! Oh, sorry. Oops, siphoning gas.
Every hour?
Gas breaks down over time. Stuff's almost water.
Ugh.
Back in the day, we'd drive 10, 12 hours on one tank. You go anywhere.
So where'd you go?
Pretty much nowhere.
I mean, how do you explain driving from work site to work site to contractor? But
It's when liquid travels against gravity because pressure.
You don't know.
I know it works.
I know it works.
No wandering.
This is your fault then.
What? Oh no.
Doesn't matter how much you push the envelope. It'll still be
The joke book.
No pun intended. Volume 2 by Will Livingston. Volume 2. Look, you get it? 2? Like T-O-O? What did the mermaid write in her math class? An algebra. Like, algebra. I stayed up all night,
No.
wondering where the sun went. And then it dawned on me.
Feel free to wait in the truck.
He is not having it.
You can't escape Will Livingston. He'll be back.
He-
Nothing we can do to stop him.
I'm so glad she has the joke book.
Yeah. And he is having none of it.
Feel free to wait in the truck.
I got something.
Oh no.
Here. This make you all nostalgic?
Hank Williams.
This is actually
Nice.
Before my time.
This is before my time.
You win,
That's senior.
It's a winner, though.
It's, right on the reading, but it has some interesting pictures.
No. Put that back. That's not for kids.
How do you even walk around with that thing?
Please get rid of it.
Hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Why are all these pages stuck together? I'm just fucking with you.
That was Chef
Is that
Boyardee.
ravioli?
Yeah, that's what it's like, Chef Boyardee.
What am I even eating?
That is 20-year-old Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Yes! What's next? SpaghettiOs? Alphabet soup?
You gotta sleep tonight and drive tomorrow all
Oh,
day,
that made
all
me think
night.
of Goof Troop.
Get us to Wyoming by next morning.
So can we start a fire? I'm freezing.
Now, why am I gonna tell you no?
Because infected will see the smoke.
No, fungus isn't that smart. This is too remote for infected anyway.
People?
People.
Actually smells kind of good.
Well, that would be Frank's then.
Joe,
What?
can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You did.
No.
Go to sleep.
Because I'm sure he pulled it on his own daughter at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, campfire coffee.
Mm-hmm.
A very appropriate response to someone who has never had coffee or smelled it before.
Oh, what the is that?
You don't like coffee?
Put the lid back on it.
That's what she just says. I'm good. I'll stick with Starbucks. They have Starbucks in the apocalypse?
See what those Starbucks in the QZ used to sell.
Well, theirs was a lot fresher than what Bill saved up, but yeah, this is what they sold.
Smells like bird shit.
I cannot believe I called that joke.
That was on the map.
What's his name?
His name?
Your brother.
Tommy.
Younger or older?
Younger.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
Is it longer than 25 hours? Because I can
Longer than 25 hours.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on? I mean, you gotta try, right?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. Keep going for family. That's about it.
I'm not family.
No,
Nope.
cargo. I made a promise to Tess. And she was like family.
What if you don't find him?
I will.
How do you know?
I'm persistent.
This is the way.
I got up pretty early if you want to grab more sleep.
I'm not even tired.
Cut to her. Yep. There you go. Cut to her. Okay.
Are you running out of gas?
I'm not running out of room to drive.
He's probably looking for infected.
Sarah Lee! Sorry.
It's like Zombieland. It's all this for a Twinkie.
Snowballs! All they have is snowballs! I hate snowballs!
I actually like snowballs. You are a snowball!
Oh.
No, I want to watch Zombieland.
Where are we?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Screw it.
What are you doing?
We can jog right around this tunnel. Take the next ramp. And we're back on the road a minute tops.
Stop! Is that the QZ?
Oh.
The fuck is Fedra?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Put your seatbelt on.
I'm in help him?
Nope.
Nope.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh, road spikes. That's cheating. Ow. Did they just run into a laundromat?
You're not hurt, nothing.
I don't think so.
Go!
I'm guessing Joel's gonna do what Joel does best now.
Yep.
The reason why everyone in Boston was scared of his name.
Okay. Dead.
Dang.
Doritos. Sorry. Product placement
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
the old Doritos.
Yes.
Because the world shut down in 2003.
Oh. Oh, just got her knife. Okay.
It's over. We're not fighting anymore. I'm gonna go home. I'll tell everyone you're good. I don't know what to do. My legs don't work. My mom isn't far. If you can get me to her. We can trade with you guys. We can be friends. I didn't know. I'm Brian. I'm Brian. What's your name?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Get back behind the wall.
No. I'm sorry. Please. We can just talk. I'm sorry. Please. No, please. I'm sorry, please. You don't have to. I'm sorry. No, you can just talk.
What else do you want me to say?
I don't know, the truth.
Kathleen.
The Bergquists. No. Mark Anthony Halpin. Carrie Schreiber. Haven't seen them. The Chans. Henry Burrell. Okay. You know where Henry is. Ratting on your neighbors to Fedra.
They put a gun to my head.
There. Have I satisfied the necessary conditions for you to talk?
Kathleen, for God's sake. I delivered you. I held you in my hands. I never told them anything about your brother.
But Henry did. And we know that he's still in the city. And I think that you know that too. Who did this?
I think it was outsiders. They found a truck loaded. It's not a Fedra vehicle, but they were heavily supplied. Could be Mercs.
Well, if Henry has a radio, maybe he found someone out there. Maybe he called these guys in. Will he live? What if I had a doctor?
There's no chance. I'm sorry.
Okay, she apparently runs this place. Catherine, is that her name?
Open it.
Catherine or Kathleen?
Find every collaborator and kill them all.
Oh, all right.
We the people.
Run. Okay.
You okay?
I'm all right. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Thing is, I didn't hear that guy coming. He shouldn't have had to have
But you're glad I did, right?
I could have Tess.
Yeah, you really aren't.
I mean, it was my fault. You shouldn't have had to. And I'm sorry.
Aw.
Show me your grip.
Learning moment.
Finger off the trigger. Now, who taught you that?
Federal school.
Figures. Thumb. Over your thumb. Left hand. Squeezes down on the right. Got it? There you go. Look it. Okay. Uh-uh. You put it in your pack.
Yeah, you don't want to
Shoot your
accidentally
ass off.
sit down and shoot yourself in the rear.
Yeah.
Superman.
Mm-hmm.
They're out of food. Henry won't let Sam starve.
Okay.
Double the guards around our provisions.
Sinkhole?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! What?
Or a big bubble of cordyceps under the ground.
Yep.
When do we tell the others?
Not yet. Let's just handle what we have to handle. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After.
Kathleen.
Seal off the building for now.
All right, we'll make our way up. Come morning, I'll take a look at the city and find our way out.
We're going on 42 flights.
45. No.
That looks like the stairwell from the first Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
They were all walking up. Yeah. Smart. It's like Ethan Hunt in the first
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
I was thinking the same thing. I was about to say the same thing, but you beat me to it.
What?
What are you doing?
I don't want someone sneaking up on us while we're sleeping.
Oh, I get it. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
You can hear it.
Of course I'll hear it.
The reason I asked whether you'd hear the glass or not is I've noticed you don't hear too well from your right side.
Oh.
Because you were shot there.
Probably more from shooting. So if you want to keep your hearing, stick to that knife.
Yep. Because ear protection just kind of goes out the window when you're defending yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't say, hey, let me put on my
Yeah.
ear pro.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
Yeah. It runs in your genes.
Oh. Puns. Hey,
She got him with that one.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
You laughed, mother.
I didn't laugh.
Yes, you did.
Jesus, I'm losing it.
You're losing it big time.
That's the first time he's laughed in 20 years, I bet.
Oh, I'm sure Tess has made him laugh.
Well, I'm referring to, you know,
On screen?
On screen.
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
Joel.
Joel!
Oh,
He didn't hear the crunch.
nope,
Okay, so
nope.
that is Henry and Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
I missed her joke. Hold on.
Joel. Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? Yeah. It runs in your genes.
Okay. Okay, alright. Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna reference the joke. I'll just put
No, crunch, crunch, crunch.
she made Joel.
Yeah, she made
Laugh.
Joel laugh, finally.
The Mission Impossible trap failed.
Yes, it did, because I don't think they came from that direction. They came probably from somewhere else.
I'm thinking they came through a window,
yeah,
which is what I was worried about.
Or if they're in a hotel, it could be one of those ones that have the adjoining room door things.
See, I was thinking it was a apartment.
I don't know.
Complex.
I couldn't tell.
Judging by the numbers
Yeah.
on the outside of the doors.
Well, that was an interesting episode.
It was.
part
Why did I
road
close my
trip. Joel and Ellie take a road trip. Is basically what it is.
Joel attempted to explain how siphoning works and
Yes.
failed epically.
because
Science.
he doesn't know the science, he just knows it works. Yes. And Ellie's introduction to campfire coffee was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, I've got campfire coffee in here.
Yeah.
And then they talked about a lot of different towns, so I just put driving to Cody.
Yeah. But they made it as far as Kansas City. We don't know whether it's the Missouri side or the Kansas side. Not sure. But the QZ apparently is just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And this group of survivors just taken over and is led by this Catherine lady who's been looking through for Henry, who's apparently got a younger brother named Sam.
Yeah.
And I do remember this from the game, this pair. I'm not going to talk about them. I do know
Yeah,
about
they're
them.
they're past my level of knowledge.
So I'm just gonna let it play out as they do. But I made a joke saying one of the there at the beginning at the gas station was like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I heard.
It was like, oh. Well, we
The big bubble of cordyceps.
yeah, we think that's what it is. It could be that, yeah.
Well, the second it started moving, they were like, we're not messing with this.
Yeah, it's just a big sinkhole, and there's something underneath it that's alive. And yeah, it could definitely be some cordyceps network. Could
Yeah,
be a
because the
bunch of-
mycelial.
could be
Golly.
a bunch of infected underneath there tunneling just wherever.
See, I was thinking it was like, because they said that the QZ fell. So I'm wondering if it's like what we saw in episode 2, the mycelial network.
Yeah,
It's just one big blossom
it's a mass. It's a big giant mass of
of
it.
it. Yeah,
Ugh.
kind of like what's in the opening credits.
Yeah,
We just have one big blob of it,
yeah.
just doing this,
Ugh.
trying to find a way out. And
Yeah.
so the closest thing they've gotten is essentially creating
A
an
stopgap.
well, I was thinking implosive earthquake, where it makes the ground collapse and then it can come up through the cracks.
I say it was like a sinkhole.
See, I thought
Yeah.
sinkholes have a center point and then expand from there. This looks like it's coming down all as like a breathing bubble, like this.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of science behind it, you know.
Just like siphoning gas.
Yes. But we actually got a point where Ellie had to use her gun to save Joel. He took it away from her for a brief time.
Yeah.
And then gave her a very, very, very brief tutorial on how to hold it properly.
Yep.
So
And then she immediately did not listen to him.
didn't put it in her backpack like he told her to. Put it in her pocket. Yeah. And apparently this cat. I think she killed the doctor guy. Just bam. I think that's who she killed in the cell.
Yeah, because she was like, "Can he be saved even if we keep a doctor?"
Yeah.
No, there's no saving him. Okay, then we don't have no reason to keep him.
We have no use for. Well, okay.
Which the
but
actor that played that doctor looked really familiar. I'm just not used to seeing him with facial hair.
Let's see what else. We lost the truck.
Yep, and a laundromat.
Our R.I.P. S10. Got hit by a cinder block, ran over a spike strip, and then into a laundromat.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. No.
Evelyn and Wayman can find it and probably do something with it. Because it ran into a laundromat. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn and Wayman.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It took me a second. I was like, wait, what? Okay,
What are we talking about?
Yes, I don't know what we're talking about. All right. Let's see.
Oh, just imagine she finds a little googly eye sticker.
Oh, jeez.
And starts putting them on everything.
Well, let's see. Pretty much, that's about it. That was kind of the episode in a nutshell. What happened? We did get to see, the military vehicles, all the tanks and the stuff that was on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But I thought it was funny. Of course, on the long road trip. I was no, I'm awake. I'm not gonna fall asleep. An instant cut to her, just like
yeah, every kid ever, parent of two, every kid. I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'll be awake the whole ride.
Yeah.
And the whole time, this is what the parents are doing.
I don't think. Well,
save money on hotel. Keep driving.
Yeah.
Right now we're planning what to do for spring break, and so drive distances and scheduling to figure out because kids are out of school for a whole week. Oh, that's what's going on in my house right now is trying to plan a spring break.
Hot springs.
That was one of the options. Actually, I think we were gonna go to Branson, and then my mother actually brought up the fact that Missouri is now, and you can cut this because I don't know if it's gonna bother our viewers, but fully legal, recreational.
Oh,
and I don't want the kids around that.
Okay.
And so then we were looking at possibly Tennessee. Certain parts of Tennessee are recreational. So now we're talking about Dallas.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there's the Gentry Safari.
Yeah, we're trying to stay within things that'll be within a one day drive.
Yeah. Gentry is.
That way we're not spending half the spring break driving, like going to Alabama or Florida or something ridiculous like that. We're gonna spend 2 days driving.
Yeah.
So
well, Gentry is not not a day.
It's like an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Eureka Springs. Anyways, yeah. Hey, you gonna go dig for diamonds in Murfreesboro? Strike it rich.
Except you don't get to keep them.
What?
If it's over a certain carat, they buy it from you.
Oh. You always just say no.
No, there was one couple. They came from Alabama and they went to Murfreesboro, and they got like a 4-carat diamond or something like that. It was huge, like it fit in their palm.
Yeah.
And the Chamber of Commerce people are like, since you found that in our area and it's over because you have to sign a waiver or something like that.
Oh, okay.
They have to pay you for it.
okay.
But I don't know if they're paying actual carat weight.
They
Like
better.
I don't know if they're paying for the cut, the clarity, you know what retail price would be, or if
Yeah.
it's just like.
I mean,
Here's your
if
money,
they're
go away.
doing like raw, uncut diamond carat weight, that's
Mhm.
not nearly as much as if it was cut
Yeah,
and faceted.
yeah,
But
yeah. They were all over the
Even
news because they were
still-
like, "We got the biggest diamond ever found in Murfreesboro," and they only made like $200 on it,
ooh,
or something like that, if I remember right. But
see
yeah,
that
they were like all
I
over
guess
the news.
it's because I've never actually. Well, I have been gem hunting. I've been to like sapphire mining. And I think the total collection I have like 9 carats point something, and stuff that would be facetable if I ever
Yeah.
chose to get it cut and whatever. And then I have like about that much, just a little bit, like 9.2 or something like
Yeah.
that. That's like of stuff that you wouldn't be able to cut
Yeah.
or anything like that. So I ended up with grand total like almost like 20 carats and
Nice.
19 carats of
My
stuff.
my only experience with gem hunting is those like little science discovery kits where you like break apart the dirt and it gives you like a little
And you get the
chunk
tiger
of
stone.
amethyst that's like this big, or quartz or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my experience. You run it underwater and then chisel it.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with
not
dinosaur
fun.
bones.
Yeah.
Molded plastic.
Don't let the caving get you down, Sokka. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I've been watching this other reaction channel, and they're going through the Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they did that episode, so that's
Nice.
fresh on my mind. It's just
Nice.
and they kept comparing. I was like, yeah, the hippies, the hippie episode.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. I mean, we didn't see the worst of humanity.
Yet. I'm worried
Yet.
about what's going to happen in episode 5.
Yeah. If they follow suit, spoilers. I hope you're taking notes.
You hope I'm taking notes?
Sorry. Yes. It's
Okay.
just spoilers.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that. That's why I'm saying spoilers. Yeah. River Song. Spoilers.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was also trying to do the whole David Tennant whenever they're at the school.
Yeah.
Physics, eh?
Physics. Don't want you getting all this down. Okay, let's see what you know.
For those of you who know the episode, K9 is the best. Best
Absolutely.
doggo ever. K9 is best doggo ever.
We've tangented on K9 multiple times on this channel.
I would absolutely love.
A life-size K9?
Yes, I would absolutely love. And there was a kit at one point you could get. It would be a scaled down, maybe like a 1/3 size.
So I was thinking just like a giant shelf right there where it's just like staring at us the whole time we're filming.
Oh, dude, we would have to probably rearrange.
Well, I
because
was
he would be
if
front and
also if
center.
it
He would be
actually was like had the voice prompts.
Oh yes, like the R2D2 from
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be great. I don't think they made one. I would absolutely love for them to do that, but I don't. Sad. All right. Well,
as long as it's not the one from the bad TV show.
Oh gosh, no. Though it
No
is
Beagle
used-
kit.
No. No weird Beagle kit. Though there is one that it was a fan made one. And it was K9 Mark II. Basically at the end of Romana's run, she got left in E-Space. I think I've mentioned that to you before.
Yeah, the E-Space trilogy.
Yes. And K9 Mark II, he gets damaged, so he's having to stay there with her. Well, she kind of, there's like a, I discovered it in the late 90s, and some fan had made a redesign, like she fixed him up and like redesigned him and made him look like a Doberman.
Ooh, cool.
And he was gold instead of.
Ooh,
so
instead of the blue and silver.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but
interesting.
Yeah, I can't find the original creator. I want to absolutely credit them for it. It's not my design. I have a DeviantArt account still. And I've basically put it there to basically save it from being lost to time.
Fair enough.
So, anyways, Joel could use K9. K9
Totally.
Oh, man.
Except, I don't think K9 would do the best against clickers because K9 is loud.
Yes. Even just running across the ground, he's kind of loud. Yeah. Because 80s technology.
Yes.
Anyways. Alright. Well, that's enough side yak. Have nothing to do with the episode. But yeah, it was an interesting episode. It was more of a road trip type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it
ending with a cliffhanger.
I think it was setting up episode 5 more than it was anything, and also showing us that Joel is starting to open up to Ellie.
Yes, yes, very, very good. And I wish they could have ended it after the joke, but I can see
they had to leave that.
Gotta come back and have the little bring you back in, suck you back in type of thing. So. Well, I think that's going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining us on this journey through The Last of Us TV series. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell down there so you do not miss any episodes that are coming out. And we will see you next time on The Last of Us. So, bye-bye and be blessed, everyone.